What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Friday. Sorry about yesterday. We had some technical difficulties. My intro obviously had audio, however my video did not. So I'm just going to redo what I was doing yesterday for today. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you are not already. I appreciate everyone who has so far. We're pushing towards 300 subs, and once we hit that 1,000 mark, we can start making a little bit of money, and maybe I won't have to work so bad. I'm just kidding. This is obviously just for fun. But so I finally have a decision on Voiceless. Wednesday did not go great at locals. I played Sprite for a little while, and then round 3, it was just what it was. So I just played around, and I started playing pure Voiceless a little bit on Wednesday, and I really enjoyed it. So I think pure Voiceless is the call. There's the decision. Yay! But pure Voiceless is probably the best call for me. With the melodious Voiceless stuff, I struggled to remember a lot of the pendulum effects. I struggled to remember the order of plays, just because the deck was so versatile, and it was pretty, not strenuous, but it took some skill. And I'm not saying that I'm not good enough to do it. I am just saying that it just wasn't for me. I really struggled with the pendulum stuff, just to be honest. Being able to remember the effects when you summon Baka and stuff like that. I know, like, the more you practice, the more just routine it gets, but it had some bricky hands, but they weren't unplayable for the most part. But the longer you play the deck, the more you're going to see those unplayable hands. Just because of conversations that I've had with some friends, conversations I've had with my brother, I do think I'm going to go towards pure and see how it works out. I still have all the melodious stuff. I think Voiceless is pretty safe for the next 6 months, and I've talked to some people about this, with Diviner being printed as an ulti and then Low being printed as an ulti in 3 months. I think we have about 6 months of Voiceless without it getting touched. I think the melodious stuff is more likely to get hit, so especially Ostinato, because it's been out quite a while. So I am sort of leaning back towards pure. That's my reasoning. Now I'm pretty much going to shout out Aaron Conley here. He's came to our locals a couple times. He was top 32 and was X1 through Swiss at YCS Indy. He played great. Do it for Dale. But we're going to play something really close to his list. I can pretty much go card for card right through here. Wednesday when I was practicing, I did not have Ogre in there. I had Droll in there, and Droll was nice, but I'm going to do a couple of things that are different, so having Ogre in there is going to be really big. Ogre on barrier hurts, just being honest, a lot. So he's got 2 Valor. I love 2 Valor. I do not like 3 cards that have to go to the graveyard, especially in a shifter format or with Call By. Obviously Call By is only at 1, but with Shifter and Defisher, the Valor at 2 is probably better. 3 Diviner, 3 Low is pretty obvious. I did switch the 2 Droll to 2 Ogre, and the purpose of that we'll get into here in just a few minutes. I'm also playing 45 cards, but mine is going to be slightly different. I've got the 3 Ash, I've got the Magnamut, and depending on what you need is what you search at Magnamut on end phase. If you don't go full combo, or if you go Dynamondo, you really want to search Ceravis to me, and I'm playing Ceravis at 2. I like the card at 2, I always have. And if you do go full combo, you just need something for follow-up, so you probably search the Saphira or the Old Man. Probably Saphira, being honest. I am playing the 1 Pendulum Graph in the main. I thought about siding it, but it's not really, there's no point in having it in the side. Old Man at 1, Trias at 1, those are standard. I am not playing Nib. I'm choosing to play 2 Mourner, and I'll get into a couple of the other changes here in a minute. So 2 Mourner over the Nib, 2 Ceravis, 2 Skull Guardian, 1 Instant, 3 Pre-Prep, all of that is check. However, I'm only playing 2 Prosperity. I've never liked Prosperity at 3, even playing Castira. I bricked on it a lot. I understand it's for consistency, but like I would, I'm just at 2 pot, just being honest. The 2 Prayers is mandatory, 1 Blessing, 3 Barrier, 1 Called By, 3 Impermanent, 1 Radiance. So my 4 cards difference is I'm not playing Nib and I'm only playing 2 Prosperity. with those 4 spots, what I'm choosing to do is play 2 Mourner and play 2, Cross Out Designator. I think with as many hand traps as we play, plus the possibility of seeing the mirror, like, Cross Out's pretty huge. I got cross outed at cross out tied. I'm just kidding. I had cross out played against me at locals, and I joked cross out on the cross out there would have been huge because I went to activate Imperm, he crossed out it, and then if I would have had the cross out, I wasn't playing them in the build at that point, but I have found a way to put them in there. I actually don't have nibs right now. I have a buddy borrowing them, so playing the nib is not an option at all. But I don't love nib anyway. Now into the extra, I am playing almost card for card the same extra, with the exception of I have Typhon in there right now instead of the Lina. I think Lina is actually the way to go. I could also see an Avermax being played, just being honest, especially IP into it. So IP into the Avermax, you don't, like, it's not able to be targeted. Now it can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So that's pretty big. But I'm going to play something else instead of the Typhon, I really feel. And my little brother called it out. Like, every time he sees somebody slap Typhon on board, it's more of a, this is my last case, this is my last ditch effort here. And I completely understand that. I'd rather not. Sorry, didn't practice hand. 2 Ash, Barrier, Pre-Prep, Prayers. That's not an awful hand. But that's really my only difference there. Side deck is really preference. I am playing the DD Crows. I am playing 2 Cosmic. I am playing 3 Judgment. So 8 of the 15 are the same. I'd like to find a way to main or side the Droplet. I haven't found that way yet, but there's different things we could do. Overall, I really like this list. I really think Pure is the way that I need to focus for a little while, just to see what happens. See if I like the deck, if I don't like the deck. Just give it a chance, really. I really appreciate everybody that watches these videos. Again, this is more of a discussion without having anybody here to talk to. I really appreciate everybody who gives me their opinions. I love all the comments. I love all the subscribers I'm getting off the Sprite videos. I just think that I need to do more than just Sprite. And Voiceless is a way that is still in the meta that I can sort of lean that way. The Sprite video that came out Wednesday is not the same list I played at locals. Maybe I should have stuck with it, but I did not. I chose to do something a little different, closer to what the top 16 guy played that we talked about. I think it was on Tuesday. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and with all luck, we will be back here on Monday, 9 a.m. with a new video. And again, I really appreciate everything that I get from you all, the comments, the support. So keep going, keep pushing, and we'll see you next time.